Good morning. Preseason preview. Okay, this is actually a pure reaction because I have not seen any of this. Preseason 2023 preview. I'm very excited about this, by the way. This is like a huge fucking deal. I feel like the game's getting very stagnant. If I can be honest with you guys, I've noticed that League of Legends like views in general have just been down a bit across the board. But I feel like there's a reason for that. If some people are wondering, I feel like the game has gotten kind of stale. There's been a lot of I feel like there's been a lot less demand for solo queue content because, in the NA scene, everybody's just been shitting on how bad solo queue is. Eventually, it's the other shoe's bound to drop. I'm excited for some of the changes that have already been announced in regards to like champion select anonymity. Riot has on post mentioned that they will do like high elo monitoring. To be clear, I'm not in NA, but I care about y'all. I mean, I really do. That's why I get mad, irrationally mad when I see dumb shit happening. And I try to voice my opinions so that at the very least you guys know that I'm trying. I'm trying to be changed. To be honest, I probably won't be in NA for the next like 3 to maybe even 5 years, pending some changes. But the point here that I'm trying to make is that NA solo queue is a bit of a lost thing right now, and so there's a lot of things coming around the pipeline that look to fix that, or at least make it a little bit more bearable. So I am excited, and I'm also excited for the new season because again the game's gotten very dry. There just wasn't a lot to look forward to last season. We need some spicing up of this fucking game. All right, that's really, in my opinion, what we need. So anyways, Preseason 2023 changes will be hitting PBE tomorrow. Before they're out, we want to talk to you about all the changes we can expect to see in the PBE in the next few weeks. We're shipping them a bit early this year to give us time to test the changes, gather feedback. Just make sure you get on those games. I don't think I'll be able to try out the PBE, but realistically, PBE for me, I don't think if you're in like Korea and China, I don't think you have a way to really test unless you just want to lag like a motherfucker. I could be wrong. I'll look into that, but yeah, make sure you get on the PBE if you have it. It's I think it's pretty easy to get onto as well. Housekeeping notes. Things will be pretty early state when you first see them. Expect changes to things like icons, names, visual stats, more blah, 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 blah. Okay, return of Chemtech. So that's the first big announcement. There's a new dragon coming. Chemtech is returning, but it's got different buffs and a different soul. So Chemtech Drake will now grant a small amount of tenacity, heal, shield, strength when slain. The soul will also grant bonus damage when below a certain amount of health. Alongside the Chemtech Drake, the Rift will take on new Chemtech inspired appearances featuring Zonite chemicals and mutated jungle plants with upgraded effects. Blast Cone will now blast those in range twice as far as before, so all the fruits will get buffed, basically. Honey Fruits will upgrade into Stim Fruits, no longer slowing champions and granting a small bonus shield. Shrive's Bloom will upgrade into Stalker's Bloom, and the plants will reveal a small circular area around the plant cone opposite direction, granting movement speed, revealing enemy champions and reducing wards revealed to 1 health. So it's still pretty strong. This might be nerfed probably in comp play, but yeah. Jungle improvement. So first, obviously the Chemtech thing is big, but this is the big one. Jungler's about to be real fucking mad. Real mad. I don't know if I'm mad yet, to be honest. I need to think about this. My gut's telling me this is bad news bears for junglers. Like really, really bad. And I'm going to explain. So the jungle is a dangerous place. This is what Riot says. The jungle is a dangerous place to go alone. So take one of these jungle pets, purchasing them in the shop as an egg. These pets will acquire treats through monster kills and slowly over time as the game will help them evolve. Once evolved, pets give their owners avatar buffs which empower them with different abilities. This will be the pet of choice junglers looking to play more aggressively. Noxian Embercat. It will provide a slow and deal bonus damage. Ixtali fucking Charmander. This pet is perfect for junglers looking to frontline and tank for their teams. It'll provide a shield based on your health. Provides bonus slow resist and tenacity when broken. Ionian Cloud Leaper. This jungle pet junglers looking to rotate and move around the map more quickly. Provide bonus and movement speed. This is the big fucking change for the next season. All right. This is a massive change to jungle yet again. But let's talk about what's actually happening here and why there's so many changes to jungle season after season. So basically, jungle is still and will even remain after this season, when this season goes live. I play a lot of jungle. I think I should know, especially this season. Jungle's OP, man. I wish, I understand. I've talked about this before. I understand why junglers of old seasons get so salty, because this role is OP. It's been OP. It was more OP 4, 5, 6, 7 seasons. It's just been OP forever. But that OP-ness, OP-ness, that OP-ness comes with a cost. All right. The cost is no one can play this role. And I'm saying no one, is in casual players really struggle to understand the role. You understand? They struggle to understand the role. There's a lot of weird shit happening. You guys have seen my coaching videos. There's kiting. There's, you know, when the camps spawn. Where should I go? Where should I put my resources? How does a clear look? Right? All of these things impact whether or not the jungle is a role that's like it's popular or not, right? Because if the jungle's hard to play, what happens? No one wants to queue up for it. So a lot of the reason that people get auto-filled into jungle, you'll see, is because no one wants to play the role, and because also you're getting flamed all the time by your idiot teammates who don't know how the role works and doesn't know how their own role works. It's easy to blame the jungler because that's the one person that could have impacted your shit had they had pathed to you. So all of that in mind, Riot now has a choice. They can leave it difficult or they can make it easier, right? So what have they chosen here? They've chosen to make it easier. So this is step one. Now, none of this has to do with making it easier yet, but I haven't even seen this. I already know where this is going because I've heard the rumors. We're getting into making the jungle easier. Here you go. Leashing range indicators. In an effort to make the jungle more welcoming to players unfamiliar with the role, we'll be adding visual leashing indicators that will show how far the camp can be pulled before their patience meter starts diminishing. We're also decreasing the distance camps can be pulled, so no more having to stand on the perfect pixel in order to hyper optimize your jungle clears. Phylaris in shambles. Phylaris is out of business. Phylaris, my jungle coach, go book him. He's out of business now. This is a big deal, and this is what I'm talking about. A lot of junglers, especially the high elo junglers, are about to be real fucking mad because this game is going to be more moved to a more newbie friendly, at least for the jungle role. The highest skill role in terms of like how many options you have and how much versatility you have is getting a mega nerf. So the first thing is leashing range indicators. Is going to be easier. They're going to work on decreasing the distance so that they're saying, oh, it's to, you know, it's to make it newbie friendly, but you have to realize what this does. This reduces skill gap immensely. Immense skill gap reduction, as a matter of fact. So yeah, big fucking deal. Also though, if you're a newer player, rejoice because the skill gap is closing a little bit. Obviously, the game of League is still very fucking hard, but this will make things a little bit more inviting. Recommended jungle paths. Another addition to help make jungle more accessible. Recommended jungle paths for every champion. The first clear paths are determined by gathering data, high-skilled junglers. Pathing recommendations are based on which routes often led these players to victory and will be updated each patch. Big change, boys. People will know how to clear. Classic example, you go into solo queue, watch an idiot take the wrong camps. There you go. You got no fucking reason to look up a path, right? Here's another big one, a banger, if I do say so myself. Pinglish. Not only are we making the jungle easier, we're making it easier to communicate. I don't know why we're not adding voice chat, although I personally probably wouldn't opt into it. I think they should just add it at this point, especially watching Champs Queue, people hype up, people interacting with Discord and stuff. But for people like me that like Pinglish, this is a big fucking deal. You understand? This is a big deal. We now have more ways to communicate with our teammates and more ways for the leader to lead. League is a team game at its core. In order to better facilitate communication between teammates, we're doubling the number of pings available to players. The 8 pings on the wheel will now be as follows. Returning pings. Retreat, on my way, assist me, enemy missing, push, all in, hold, bait. Fucking great. Great. These are awesome. I'm gonna use the shit out of these. Honestly, these are amazing. New vision pings. We're adding an entirely new ping wheel. Focuses on vision. Using this wheel, you can indicate the following. From left to right, vision cleared. Enemy vision, need vision. We're also adding an entirely new ping wheel that focuses. Oh, it's that. Okay, cool. I saw this and freaked the fuck out. I guess this is crazy. I didn't know this was coming. Objective voting. Getting your team on board with taking objective can be difficult, and having everyone ping on my way if they can contest or retreat if they can't get if they can't can get very confusing. We're introducing a new voting function that will appear when objectives are pinged that will function similarly to a surrender vote. Now all players can vote and indicate whether or not they'd like to contest or take the objective. Well, okay, this one is kind of like a catch. This one's a bit of a trick, right? Because I'm gonna tell you what, this one's great. So here's what I already like. I'm all good with this. This is funny to me. I can see it now. So this one's good. This one's great in theory. I can see my coaching here. I'm calling it now. I can see my coaching here. Well, my whole team voted to go to Dragon. And then I'm like, bro, you don't go to Dragon here. This is fucking troll. I actually... This one is going to be... This is a double-edged sword, I think. Because they're always going to say take. Noobs. Noobs are always taking the fucking Dragon. Every time, dude. That thing is popped up. They're going to... I'm calling this... This is one of those NEACE'S soothsayer moments. Noobs will always spam the fucking shit out of take every time. That's gonna be great. That's gonna be great. Yeah, that one's rough. That one's a rough one. I don't know if I agree with this. I mean, I just don't know what they could do differently is the thing. You understand? I don't know what... I agree that there has to be a better way, but I just know my teams are going to hate me and they're going to hate like my coaching clients. But because the thing is noobs always, they always want to take it. It's not a question of whether they want to take it. They just never know it's bad to not fight for it, I think. And then, yeah, they'll also say take and then not move. That's the other thing. Cool. Off-screen pings. The last communication we changed, a small quality of life change that will notify which direction off-screen ping came from, displaying it on the edge of your screen. Enemy missing pings will show on your screen regardless of whether they're pinged on the map of retreat. On my way, blah, blah, blah. Will only be displayed if they're pinged within 3,000 units of your screen's edge. Interesting. I have to see that in action. Vision system updates. While there are currently ways to see how many wards you have out, there isn't a quick way to check which wards are closest to expiring other than manually look at every ward place. We're introducing new ward visuals on the minimap that indicate when the wards are close to expiring. They will change appearance 60-30 seconds. Enemy ward timers. It can be hard to keep track of every single ward that gets placed on the map and even harder to successfully communicate that information to your teammates. Now if you ping an enemy ward that you saw within the last 10 seconds, a perfectly accurate ward timer will appear until the ward is removed or expires. Wow, that's so good. I love this. I love these. This is, you know, this isn't going to be an amazing season for, you know, big change. I mean, jungle change is fucking huge. Don't get me wrong. But there's not a lot of shit going to be changed here. At least off the initial. But I love these. I really do love these quality of life changes. I just think they further will... They'll put a more... I talk about this in the coaching a lot, how when players do the little things, there's no reward for doing the little things right. There's no reward for getting information. There's no reward for like communicating with your team. You know, it feels very... it feels shitty to be like, yeah, spam ping these guys that, you know, they're just not incentivized to do it. There's just more, there's more awareness happening here, right? There's more excuses to ping. There's more excuses to communicate and to lead. And you get rewarded for doing so here. I think it's great. And I think that I am very happy with what I'm seeing here. Again, I'm big on, is this good for the game, right? And I talked about this with the champion select anonymity. This is good for the game. This game is isolationist and lonely, and I'm not saying that that's always a bad thing, because personally I like that, you know, it's kind of a lone wolf thing. Like the best seem to rise no matter what's happening. But man, it does feel like the guy that's like communicating and doing stuff doesn't really get that incentivized anywhere to do so. So I think this is great. Loadout and ability recommendations. Another change we're excited to introduce: optional recommended rune page, summoner spells. Cool. This is great. Again, helping noobs feel more invited to the game. Smite is still a level 10 requirement. And yeah, I don't know why that's still in the game. Also, you start with Ghost and Heal, and your opponents have Flash Ignite as a new player. Just throwing that out there, Riot, in case you want to look at that. In case you care. In case anybody out there cares. I just did I'm gonna rank up another account, but I'm not playing fucking blind pick in Korea anymore. Did you know they don't have draft there? It's weird. Oh, one more thing. Idiots in my last comments. I'm not saying that there shouldn't be a draft mode. by the way. All I was saying was that in other cultures, it's more common for people to actually play the fucking ranked mode. So they just got rid of draft because everybody was playing ranked. I saw that shit on my last video. A bunch of morons were like, NEACE saying no draft. Draft is fine. Honestly, I played through blind pick. It was torture. Like, it was awful. But there was no draft in Korea and China. And the reason why is because these motherfuckers just play ranked. Y'all play draft like a bunch of weird losers when ranked is there. Ranked is actually there. And y'all play draft too much and never play ranked because you don't want to compete ever. China and Korea, they level up, right? Through fucking blind and go straight into ranked, right? There was no reason for draft. Personally, though, I will admit blind pick was torture overall. Like, getting forced to play it, I agree. Fucking awful. Thanks, Frank. Frank the Bank.
And sent 1,500 stars.
But yeah, anyways. We're also helping players in game, providing them recommended ability level ups. Yeah. So this is just making newbies happier. Top lane changes. Interesting. Hold on. What? We'll also be making some adjustments to help top laners scale faster and hit those key item and level breakpoints faster relative to mid and bot. What are they talking about? Solo lanes will now receive a 95% experience multiplier, previously 93% from minions. Duo lanes will now receive a 22%, previously 24%. Oh my god! Mid lane gold. All minions spawned in the mid lane will now be worth 1 gold less for 14 minutes and last hit. Oh my god. What the fuck? Yo, this is not it. What the fuck? Yo, this is like 3 buffs. What are they talking about? Just do one of these. Just do the dual bot lane one, man. This is not it. And you guys know me. I'm most known for top. It's not it. I mean, higher elo, yeah, it's probably okay, I guess. Oh my god. You guys are about to get shit on by some fucking Garens and some Mordekaisers, some Alawis. You guys are about to get fucking ranched, bros. Holy shit. TF Blade is about to make 999 Jax climbs up top with Jax because he's gonna be jerking it to the idea of this fucking change. Bro. Legit insanity. Absolutely nuts. I didn't know this was coming at all. Bot lane is already terrible to play in low elo. Oh, I can't. They have to scale this back. So all right. I'm reacting. This isn't dramatic reaction, by the way. It's that bad. Like, it's that bad. Now, I will say this. By the time this goes live, I think we will peel some of these onion layers back a bit. But this is too much. And I like top lane. This is way too much. They've got to take some of this off. There's just no way. This is not even, you don't even have to test this. You know exactly how it goes. Garen wins 99% of games. That's what happens. Garen gets 1 kill in lane, and it's like the fucking Elden Ring music starts playing. This guy walks everywhere. It's just wild. That's not even, yeah. Anyways. Jesus, that's stupid. New and updated items. We're introducing 12 new and updated items in this preseason. As a disclaimer, please note that item stats, effects, and even names are subject to change while on PvE. Kuthia the Endurance mythic item. 400 health, 30 armor, 30 magic resist, 20 ability A's. Void-born resilience. For each second in the champion's combat gains stack, granting 3 armor magic resist up to 10 max. At max stacks, becoming powered, instantly draining enemies around you 4% of your maximum health. Doubling resist. Grants all other legendary items. This is Riot struggling with the damn fighter, bruiser, AP champs yet again. Radiant Virtue. 400 health, 30 armor, 30 magic resist. Upon casting your ultimate, you transcend, increasing your maximum health by 10% for 9 seconds. While transcended, you and allies 1200 range of you gain 25 non-ultimate ability haste. You and allies will also heal your maximum health, increased up to 100% based on the champion's missing health. Grants other legendary items 100 health. Have fun, Mundo players. What the hell is that? Mundo is about to wreck house, dude. What the hell? Iceborne Gauntlet. After using ability, next attack enhanced. AoE creates frost field, blah, blah, blah. Grants other legendary items, 50 health, tenacity, blah, blah, blah. So these mythics, it looks like we're just getting a mythic. It looks like a lot of mythics are changing. Holy shit. There's a lot of stuff happening. This is like a mini item rework. Crazy. Goliath's Ascendiary. 800 health, 200% base health regen, 20 colossal consumption. Charge up a powerful attack against the champion over 3 seconds over 3 seconds within 600 range. This charged attack drains the target, dealing your health as bonus physical damage and healing you. You permanently gain maximum health equal to 15% of the drain. 30-second cooldown per target. Maximum health will be lost if the item is sold. Whoa, this is some strange shit. This is strange shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Rod of Ages is back. I don't know if it's the same thing. 60 AP, 300 health, 300 mana. This item gains 20 health, 20 mana, 4 AP every minute up to 10 times for a maximum of 200 health, 200 mana, 40 AP. Upon reaching max stacks, gain a level. Wow. Gain a level? Gain a level? That's fucking stupid too. What is going on, dude? What are they talking about? Catalyst of Eons. How do you say it? Aeons or Eons? Restore mana equal to 15% of damage taken from champions and health equal to 20% of mana spent. Up to 15 health per cast. Toggle abilities can only heal for 15 health per second. Interesting. Abyssal Mask. 500 health, 300 mana, 40 magic resist. Restore mana equal to 50% of champion's health equal to 20% of mana spent up to mana spent up to 15 health per cast. Toggle abilities can only heal for up to 15 health per second. Curse nearby enemies, reducing the magic resist by 5, blah, blah, blah. A champion can only be cursed one at a time. Huh. Yeah, this is wild. Sunfire Aegis. 400 health, 50 armor. Immolate. Taking or dealing damage causes you to begin dealing 15 magic damage nearby enemies. For 3 seconds, damaging champions or epic jungle monsters. Adds a stack, increasing subsequent immolate damage. It's no longer a mythic. Turbo Chem Tank. No longer a mythic. Randuin's Omen. The mythics were all these? Catalyst? No, it's not. So the mythics were all these. Alright, this is like... We're all just speculating here. I see it. Like, Spear of Shojin. Gain up to... Okay, so it's no ability haste, right? Oh, yeah. Oh, it is ability haste. Oh, alright. TF Blade is like rank 1 again. Yeah, we... Honestly, this is... Okay, there's Ravenous. I am stumped on the items. The items were a big, like, I don't know if I can do a big or at least a good enough rundown of the items well enough without personally like testing them. I'm gonna have to get a way to like get on a PBE something, or I don't know. I'm gonna have to have my team look into it or something. My coaches look into this stuff because this is wild. These changes at the bottom here are these are pretty significant. So, yeah, I started out saying that this season wasn't going to be that special. But honestly, I am pleasantly surprised. I don't think I can say that anymore. I don't think that's fair to say. I think that it's like, it definitely feels like there's a lot of stuff in here to shake things up. Overall. It feels that way. Now, there isn't a ton of new items, no. But there's new items. There's jungle, like big jungle changes, big top lane changes, big communication changes. This game's gonna feel pretty different. Actually, I think. Not like last season either. I think it's gonna actually feel like it's gonna feel like a new season, I think. Wild shit. Wild shit. I did not expect all this. So I'm happy. I gotta be real with y'all. I'm happy with this. These are good changes. They're interesting changes. I'm excited to see where the game goes. Make sure you guys are practicing your Pinglish already. Seriously, this is a big one. If you want Coach Nice tips, practice your Pinglish, man. Communicate with people because you're gonna have more tools to do that. I'm pumped on this one. This is a big one to me. I think I think you guys are in for a treat. So be on the lookout. Once I'm able to like get on PBE and test some of this stuff, I will. I'll probably have like literally fucking 300 ping. I'll try to make it work though. At the very least, look at some of the stuff. But yeah, what do you guys think in the comments? This will probably be on YouTube. Let me know how you're feeling about the changes. Like I said, I personally think they're pretty interesting. Oh, Nice, you know, you're a big competitive guy. Like, isn't this terrible for the jungle and for the skill gap and yada yada yada? I mean, yes, it is, but I play the role, man. Like, I'm not gonna sit here. I hated years ago when junglers were like power ranking with the role and just like bullshitting their way through the rest of the game. Laners were fighting for every single minion and learning their matchups and having to interact with somebody. It was super frustrating to me as a laner when I climbed originally. It was super frustrating watching junglers just have so much power. And, you know, initially when I would bitch about it, I thought, oh, my bitching was misguided and that, you know, it just, you need to play the role. And then clearly there's more to it and blah, 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 blah. I'm not going to lie to you. I think the jungle is still OP. I think it still should be. I think these improvements to make people want to play it more are necessary. I also think that if we are to, you know, if we're to reduce the like I said, the OP-ness of the role, I think the best way to do that is to make the role more accessible to players because, you know, how do you truly gap someone? Like, how do you truly gap someone in mid? How do you truly gap someone in top? Usually, just hear me out. Usually, the way you do it, or bot lane, is you interact with the laner, maybe you dodge important cooldowns, and you make a choice to fuck them up. Jungle has this weird... Jungle's just allowed to win through weird shit that probably isn't really the intent of the game. All right? Happily, I'll coach it. But, like, I'm gonna be honest, most of the time, clients help fix their jungle path thing. That's a big improvement right there. They probably went into most of the jungle, right? They didn't interact with anybody. They interacted with PvE camps better than their opponent. That's it. Yes, there are times when you can invade. Yes, there is a value in like ganking and good ganks and bad ganks. But when the majority of the role comes down to what's essentially Mario Kart, I do think that it's probably not good for just the overall game, right? I think that there's still going to be some sort of skill gap in the role. Is this an overshoot? I don't know. My gut's telling me that jungle will still be incredibly strong. There'll still be a lot of tactical implications, but I think it'll be more focused on gameplay, less about whether or not some guy stutter stepped wrong versus the camps and that put him behind 20 seconds. So yeah, that's all I got. Let me know what you guys think.